Yeah, okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good morning. I am Qurash Sheikh from Building Permit Department. On behalf of Dubai Municipality and Building Regulation Permit Agency, you are most welcome in our workshop today regarding the subject BIM, which is the most important maybe subject for the time being in the construction sector. Which we believe it will be a milestone. The change which we are going to start at the beginning of the next year, we believe it will be a start of a new journey, maybe a new era in the construction industry in Dubai, and I believe other region country will follow. As we know, always in Dubai, we would like to be innovative and doing things in the right way. We are looking forward for your support, participation, and partnership with you, because we believe that construction industry can be moved forward only through the consultancy's office and of course contracting company and with the government authorities. So we are all sharing this journey. And we are proud to be in Dubai and in Dubai municipality to start this subject. We believe BIM, many of the offices has been using BIM since a long time, but now it is officially announced and will be compulsory. And in the near future, it will be compulsory for all type of building. And we believe there is many benefits of this BIM. I will leave the ground for Dr. Ali and Dr. Ibrahim, experts, the specialists in BIM subject. They will take you through all the requirements, and they will also mention the legal circular which has been issued regarding the BIM. You are most welcome again, and thank you for sparing your time to attend this workshop. It is your ground, Dr. Ali. You go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Qurashi. Good morning, all. We are very delighted to have you today in our workshop or simplified training about BIM. Thank you for attending the workshop and reserving time for these next 2 hours. As you see in the screen, the objective of our shop actually to give you a kind of fundamental training and awareness about the BIM services and the automated code compliance check, and to talk about the recent issued Dubai Municipality circular for the mandating BIM starting with the next year. We will not give a training about BIM. I mean, we will not have a kind of educational or like training about BIM itself. We assume that it is the responsibility of the consultant and contractor to upskill their staff to use BIM, but we will focus more on the administration and the legalization of the BIM for next year and the circular, and then we will move to explain the workflow and what will be changed in the workflow for applying BIM for selected project. And at the end, we will have live demos that you have a kind of hands-on or better understanding of the services. The main trainers who prepared the learning material is Dr. Ibrahim Fahda. He's working in Dubai Municipality as a digital solution and BIM expert. So allow me to move to the presentation. We will have a break on the middle as well. So not 2 hours total. Okay. So starting by a brief introduction about myself, my name is Ali Ismail. I work in Dubai Municipality since almost 5 years as a BIM expert. I have the honor to be a part of developing the Dubai BIM standard and Dubai BIM roadmap and the BIM services. Dr. Ibrahim, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Ali. Yes, my name is Ibrahim Fahda. I work as a technology specialist here in Dubai Municipality and supporting the BIM team, developing the standard and the BIM toolkit. Yeah.
Thank you. So mainly we are dividing the workshop today for 2 parts. The first part will focus on the BIM mandate and reviewing or skimming through the Dubai BIM standard. We will not go in deep details, like to review the standard page by page or paragraph by paragraph. We will provide you with the link to get access to all documents which we will talk about today. And then we will move to talk about the BIM platform or the new services provided by Dubai Municipality, and talk about the building permit workflow for BIM permit or BIM enabled permit. In the second part, we will go through 4 or 5 live demos, which explain in details how to upload the BIM model on the platform on Dubai, built in Dubai platform, how to check or self-check the quality of the model before submitting or uploading to the service, and how to run the e-checking or the automated code compliance check for selected rules coming from Dubai building code, and how this will affect the final submission on the building permits system. You will have 2 chances to ask questions. During the break, me and Dr. Ibrahim will stay with you. So if you have any question for the first part, we can answer a few questions, like it will be 10-minute break. And at the end, if we had time, we will have also a question and answer session. And during the presentation, you feel free also to write your questions or feedback on the chat. I will do my best while Dr. Ibrahim doing the training to answer most of the question. So let us start talking about the recent DIM circular, which is number 912, which has been issued recently in October, few days before GITEX. And this circular is a very special one because, as most of you know, Dubai Municipality was recommending and working on raising awareness about BIM since almost 10 years. I remember the first circular regarding the soft recommendation or soft mandate of BIM issued in 2013, so almost 10 years exactly. And other circular was issued later also to change the minimum requirement for the BIM project. This mandate is important, or this circular is important, because it's activating the mandate and making it obligatory. This means any project which satisfy the requirement mentioned in this circular should be submitted using BIM. So the consultant will not be asked only to submit 2D drawing as usual. He will be, in addition, asked to submit a digital model of the building for architectural design, and in some cases for architectural and structural design. So to brief or to summarize the most important information written in Arabic in this circular, the criteria for BIM mandate is any building which exceed 20 floor, it should be submitted using BIM for architectural design at least. Any building with 40 floors and more and above, it should include in addition the structural design. MAB may come later, after maybe 1 year, 2 years, we don't know. We will see the readiness of the market. In addition to the number of floors, there is another criteria related to the area of the project or the building. Any building with exceeding 20,000 square meter should be submitted the architectural design, and 30,000 square meter the structural design as well. The third criteria for the BIM mandate, any specialized building, special building, like hospitals, schools, universities, maybe malls. So there is for sure a list of what is special building, the building permit department. And for these criteria, I am not aware in an exclusive list of what is a specialized building for Dubai Municipality. Please, if you are working in the soon future with any special project, contact the building permit department before working on the project to be sure if it is included or not included in the mandate. The last criteria is the government project or public sector project. With one exception is excluding the utilities infrastructure project like substations and so on. What is also important in this circulation that the application of the BIM mandate or the BIM models will be happening on a new platform called Built in Dubai. It has been issued in or launched in GITEX. And this platform for the future will be the only one-stop shop for services. At moment, the consultant and contractor using the current system of Dubai municipality, gradually, most of the services will move to Dubai, built in Dubai.gov.ae. So please try also after the training to log into this platform to check if your account as engineers are linked with your DM profile and that the system will recognize you when you log in using UAE Pass as engineers or as consultant or contractor. If the system recognizes you as owner, this means that the admin user of your engineering company should link your Emirate ID with your with the company profile to be recognized as consultant or contractors. The last comment about the circular, that even if this is the minimum requirement for mandating a project, Dubai municipality motivate and ask and recommend actually consultant to use BIM even for not included project, even for a private villa or investment villa or any multi-story building. And this will be recognized and this will be included in the evaluation of the consultant and contractor companies in the future. As you know, Dubai municipality started a few years ago in evaluating the consultant and consultancy and contractor companies. So this is in general what is mentioned in the circular. We will have a support team. You can reach the BIM team using the email mentioned in the circular, geodubai@dm.gov.ai, or using the contact of Dubai municipality or the contact information mentioned or listed on Build in Dubai platform. The formal date of starting activating the BIM mandate is the 1st of January next year. So you almost have like 1 month to prepare yourself to study the standard, to look at the samples provided, to the BIM template provided, which we will come to discuss in the next 2 hours. So this is the most important information about the mandate. The mandate itself is available on Dubai Municipality website, and I think it's also available on the Built in Dubai platform as well. Now, when we come to the BIM mandate, as we said, Dubai Municipality recommending BIM 10 years ago, but we didn't have yet at that time a formal standard for Dubai Municipality or for Dubai. So we have been working hard in the last 3 or 4 years to develop a kind of minimum requirement and guidelines and standard and tools and services to support this mandate and to make the transition from the traditional design using CAD tools to BIM tools easy for us and easy for our supply chain. That's why we worked on developing this BIM standard, which you can download using the provided link in this slide. I will show it live. And this standard will include actually a set of documents. One of them is the document of the standard itself in PDF format. It's something like less than 40 pages, and list of or collection of Excel file. This Excel file will include details about the required or minimum required information, and also the recommended level of details for geometrical and alphanumerical information, or what we can call it now level of information need. And it will include as well some information about the classification system for the usages of building, usages of unit, usages of floor, usages of spaces. And as well, it includes a QA, QC or quality assurance, quality control checklist, which help you to check that that the quality of the model is satisfying and fulfilling the requirement, so you avoid wasting time by uploading not accepted model for the service. If you allow me to show you how to get access to the BIM standard document, you go simply to buildindubai.gov.ai, then you click on the BIM e-checking on the menu. So you will see the page which describe the BIM e-checking service, and in the download section, you will find a BIM standard link where it will download. When you click on it, the one zip file include all these documents which I showed on the slides. So we will see here, we will have the BIM standard document, a PDF document. And this document is divided to two sections. The first section, as I said, I will not go word by word on the standard, but just to give you a very quick overview. The part one is a kind of introduction and general requirement. It's talking about the objective of using BIM for building permit, the context, the purpose, the scope, and then some concept about the building information and the rules and responsibilities of all actors involved in the BIM permit submission services, and also some general exchange information requirement regarding the format of the file size limit, the georeferencing requirement for that model, and the information level of information need for alphanumerical and geographical or graphical information. The second part, it's about the exchange information requirement. So it provided more details about the level of information need, as I said, for alphanumerical and geometrical information, and it's referring to the Excel file which are attached as appendixes to the standard itself. It provides as well information about object naming convention for floors, for families or object in the model, for usages of rooms, etc. So this is in general the main part of the standard. So maybe one important table in this standard, and by the way, this standard, maybe when you read it for the first time, you will feel that there are some terms which are unfamiliar. You are not familiar with it. Most of this terminology coming from the international standard ISO 19650, which is the only ISO standard for BIM. So please don't worry about having words like appointing party, appointed party, lead appointed party. We can translate this word to something simple like the receiving party is the building permit authority like Dubai municipality, and the appointing party is the client or owner or developer in some cases. And the lead appointed party actually is the lead consultant or maybe contractor if the project is designed by a contractor. And the appointed party, it is a consultant or maybe BIM service provider or any rule or any person or company who are responsible for developing the BIM model itself. The responsibility table, let me check in which page was it. Yeah, I think this is the responsibility table. This table explains what are the tasks or action which will be taken by Dubai municipality, the receiving party, after receiving the BIM model, which responsibility on the side of the main consultant, and in case if the design is done by a subcontractor or subconsultant, or what we called it like information model authors or BIM modelers company, BIM modeling company, which actions and responsibility they have to develop the model as according to the standard, and also to check the quality of the model from their side before sending it to the consultant who will send it to Dubai municipality in his turn. So this is one of the important tables in this standard. The Excel files, let me see if we can open maybe one Excel file. I think most of information will be repeated on the slide, and Dr. Ibrahim will mention some of them. One of the important tables in the appendixes is Appendix B. Which include actually, let me go to the main page, which include details about minimum requirement for properties or attribute which should be attached to different category of object or type of object, like structural object, architectural object, MAB object, etc. And in every sheet in this Excel file, you will see the project name, the project type, like a project, and what are the minimum expectation of information with some mapping to the standard, to the IFC standard, which is OpenBIM. Maybe I missed to say one of very important point about the BIM submission. We are using OpenBIM. So for you at the end, you are not asked to submit a native BIM model like Revit or ArchiCAD or Bentley model. You have to export your design in OpenBIM format called Industry Foundation Classes, or abbreviation as IFC. And here we will see in this Excel file the standard name of the properties and the property set in the standard. If the IFC standard doesn't include the information which we are asking for, you will find that we are giving a special name for the property set to indicate that this property set has been introduced by Dubai Municipality or by Dubai BIM standard to add more information which are not included by default in the BIM standard of IFC. So as you see, depending on the object type, for example, for the building, we have almost 35 or 34 properties. And all these properties has a reason why we're adding them, because these properties will be used to generate, for example, the building card automatically from the model. Or if we go, for example, to some special object like let me see if I can see the doors. The door, for example. So for doors, you will see also we have a long list of doors. And these properties or big number of attribute, because there are many regulation on the building code which ask to check, for example, the accessibility of doors, the safety, the fire safety, etc. So we expect in the future to extend and to keep this Excel file updated. And as the scope and the number of rules which can be checked automatically will increase in the future, we expect, of course, that the requirement or the minimum requirement will be extended and more attribute will be added in the future to this standard. So this is one of the important Excel file. Maybe the other one is the model element matrix, which give you a kind of recommendation for the level of details for the geometry and also for the alphanumerical attribute for different disciplines and for different category or model element type. And actually this recommendation, it's all as well, it's work on progress. It's just a recommendation for a moment. And it aims at the end to have a medium size or reasonable or realistic size of the BIM model, which include only information in a certain level of details to ensure that the file size will not be very big without any additional value. And to exclude objects like trees, cars, decorations, which has nothing to do with the building permit domain at all. So please, when you have time, download this BIM standard, review the document itself, study it very carefully, send us your comment, your feedback. If you see any conflict between our standard or Dubai Municipality standard and your company standard, if you already have some standard in your companies. So send us your feedback, and in the future we will do our best to harmonize and to improve the quality of Dubai Municipality standard to make the additional work which should be done by your side to submit the BIM model according to Dubai Municipality standard minimum as possible. So I will go back to the slides again. So this was a kind of a quick overview about the content of the BIM standard and the main two Excel file in addition to the PDF document. And in addition, when you download it, you will download also some BIM template for Revit, for ArchiCAD, and for Bentley. If you are working on some of these tools and you have in your company template, you can also send us your feedback or recommendation how to improve our template to make it also compatible with the template in your companies. If you are using, for example, ArchiCAD or Bentley, and you are using the newer version than what we have published, please also contact us if you are interested to improve the template so we can improve it and publish it again for all. The BIM standard also enforce a kind of name convention for the files and for the file limitation when you upload a file. So at the moment we are accepting for regarding the format any IFC model in the common used format or version, which is IFC 2x3, and also for the last official version of IFC, which is IFC 4. So at the moment both of them are accepted. We are using other open BIM standard like BIM collaboration format to export the result of the automated code compliance check as one BIM collaboration format file, which you can import it to your BIM authoring tools to review the issues or violations identified by the e-checker easily inside your BIM authoring software. And maybe we will allow to upload the native BIM model like Revit or ArchiCAD as something optional on the platform, but the required actually only the IFC file at the moment. The upload limitation, not the file size limitation, the upload limitation is at the moment is 200 megabyte, which I think will be like something like 500, 600, or maybe even 800 megabyte for the BIM model, because when we compress the IFC file, it will be reduced like usually 70, 80% in size. There is a file name convention for the IFC models. The most important part in this name convention is the parcel number and the model discipline. And if your project has more than one building, you can also use the building ID to identify which building belong to this file. So in this case, this information will be used to automatically locate the parcel of the project and to put it on the map, and also to generate the building card for different building correctly. As I mentioned, this is repeated information that the standard talk about the level of information need in aspect of regarding the geometrical information and the alphanumerical information. And these two Excel file, which I showed or sheet, include the information about the element matrix and attribute matrix. So please also study them, compare them with your shared file parameter if you are using Revit, or with your classification and attribute classification tools inside ArchiCAD or any other tools. And send us your feedback if you think that we can improve our standard in the future. There also as well the recommendation for the level of details for the geometry. There are also some name conventions for the floors. So if you have a multi-story building with basement, with podiums, with the ground floor, with roofs, etc., there are some name convention to ensure that you are giving the floors a right name. So these names will be used when we generate the building card or the information from the building model to convert it to the building card automatically. So you have to stack and you have to use this name convention when you submit your model. There is also another aspect, which is using classification system. As most of you know, there are many classification systems worldwide. International classification like Uniclass or Omniclass, Uniformat, etc. And not all these international classification include all space usages used in Arabic Emirate, because as you, or for sure you know, there are a lot of special rooms which are related to the local countries, to the culture, to the religion, etc. So what we are proposing here actually to use Uniclass. This was our first choice, and then we moved to do a kind of mapping between the Uniclass and to extend it with a special usages for rooms. I think Dr. Ibrahim will mention some examples. So at the end, the idea that each space in the model should be classified and should be linked with a kind of code which tell the computer what is the usage of that room. And this is very important for checking the minimum dimensions according to the code to collect similar usage room like commercial or residential, and to make the calculation of space of areas correctly. This is an example when in a case for a project which has 2 towers and 1 podium. So we will keep using the same convention by considering the podium as a separate building and each tower as another building and give them numbers, and then use some name convention for the floors, starting with the basement, going to the ground floor, podiums, repeated floors or typical floors, and then the roof. Again, if you have some special project and you think that this standard at the moment don't satisfy or it is complex to follow, contact us and we will find a workaround together to improve the name convention for floors. One of the requirement for the BIM model, which will be submitted, that they should be geo located, and they have to specify the exact location of the model according to the Dubai coordination system, the GIS coordination system, you will find when you download the standard for each software like Revit, ArchiCAD, or Bentley, a kind of simple guideline which tell you what are the steps necessary to make your model geolocated. Or personally, I assume this is the responsibility of the BIM manager or the person who is developing the BIM model to know, according to the tools that he is using, how to make his model geolocated correctly. I think we already mentioned here the model element matrix, the recommendation for the LOD for geometry and alphanumerical. I will not repeat it. And also, I already reviewed with you the Excel file, which include the necessary attribute and how to attach them to a special property set, and also which unit should be used for the dimensions or areas. And we are also giving some information which attribute related to which stage of the submission. Maybe some attribute related to the preliminary permit submission. Some of them are related to the final permit, and some information should be provided because it is useful or it is needed for the inspection permit services. This is an example for using a correct space usage code. So we see here that the open areas or the culture and social reception services or services, the table has as a master usages, then they have a kind of main usages. And for this, we will have a kind of a classification for building, for unit, for zone, for spaces. And also we are adding extra information for unit. I hope Dr. Ibrahim will talk about this in more details. And the result, when we use this correct classification of usages of rooms, that we can visually inspect the location of similar rooms, and we can collect, as I mentioned, the areas in a right way. As I mentioned, one of the document which you got in the zip file for the standard is the QA/QC, and this is a kind of a checklist or general checklist which have been which should be carried out by the BIM modeler or the consultant to check that his model is fulfilling the requirement, that is geolocated, that he is using the correct unit, that spaces object are included in the model, etc., etc. And I think in the future we will update this QA/QC checklist, and we will include more criteria to ensure that the model submitted to Dubai municipality are fulfilling the requirement. So with this, I think I finished my part to give you a general information about the latest circular, the criteria of the building, and how to access Build in Dubai, how to download the BIM standard. And now I hand over to Dr. Ibrahim Fahda, that he will continue the training and go through the rest of the presentation and the live demos. Dr. Ibrahim, if you like, please share from your side.
All right, Dr. Ali, thank you very much. Is my screen clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ali, for the introduction on the standard. Probably just before I start my second part or my part of the presentation today, I just maybe sum up what Dr. Ali said. Probably the takeaways from what Dr. Ali said regarding the standard is the following the naming convention and the Appendix B and C, because the Appendix B include the essential attributes you need to associate with the BIM objects, and Appendix C contain the use classification or usage classification, though. So these two appendices are so important to guarantee high quality submission. And also maybe I say a note on the IFC supported schemas. We support currently the 2x3 and 4, as Dr. Ali said. I think maybe we'll see how it goes in the future. If we find there is demand to support 4.3, we will see to add that to the supported list. But currently, I know the industry is mostly using the 2x3 and 4. So moving to my part in the presentation today, I will cover mostly the platform, talk about the platform, the digital services that are developed to support the standard, and also do show some demos. I think it's very important for everyone to know the purpose of the platform. So when you send submission and you interact with the platform, you kind of have an overall idea what is the platform, how it's going to be used by the applicant and by the Dubai municipality engineers. So the platform, in a nutshell, it's a shared system that will be used by the end user, being the applicant, the consultant, the contractor, or whoever going to submit the BIM models. And on the other side, the second party are the Dubai municipality reviewing engineer who will check the BIM submission. So it's a shared system. That's the fundamental thing. So whatever there's a transparency here. So whatever you see, they will see, and the other way around. Now the platform supports key functionalities, and the key functionalities are the submission process, validation, checking the quality of the model, doing e-checking, automatic code compliance checking, and the review process by the engineers. The platform consists of multiple tools. There are about maybe 10 tools. We'll go through some of them today in the presentation. Some of these tools will be used by the applicant or whoever going to upload the BIM model to check the quality of the submission. Some other tool mostly will be used by the permitting engineer to review the submission. There are some shared tools that probably used by both parties.
Dr. Ibrahim, you are muted, I think, by mistake.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ali. At what point was muted so I can recap? I think it's sometimes.
I don't remember, maybe 1 minute ago.
All right, so let me go back just to recap. Then I think it's muted automatically sometimes by the machine. So I just recap here quickly that the platform is a shared system supporting key functionality for submission, validation, review, and it has multiple tools that will be used by the applicant submitting the permit and the permitting engineer. I was just saying that it's a cloud-based application. It's running in the cloud. It has two main components, one sitting on the server, the back end that does the processing, the data manipulation. Many tasks are automated and running in the back end. And there is a front end component, which is the user interface. As an end user, you don't need to install anything on your machine. You will access the platform via the Built in Dubai platform. So that will be your access way to the platform. In terms of the front end, which probably the end user will be interested in, this is about interested in. It is made of two main areas. On the left side, we have what I would call the control panel, which is your way to access the tools that we'll mention some of them today. And on the remaining area is the 3D viewer. The 3D viewer is a provide functionality that probably most of you used or familiar with interacting with 3D online viewer to allow you to visually inspect and examine the model. Well, of course, we'll have a quick tour on the platform in a minute. Before we moving on to the demos and the rest of the presentation, I think it's crucial for everyone attending to kind of have this helicopter view or macro view of what we're talking about. We talked about the standard, and we will talk about shortly about the platform. But I think we should put them in the right context, so you know, as a permitting applicant or permit applicant, how the process broadly will work. I try to put them in major steps or phases. If we start from the left side, we have the phase one is the model building or the development of the BIM model, which is your responsibility. As a company, you need to provide the BIM submission in IFC format. That's the end game in the first phase where you send the IFC file. But before that, of course, you will be using your BIM authoring tool, using the BIM standard, building the model. So this is the first phase where you are creating the BIM model and preparing the submission as IFC files. The second stage is again done by the permit applicant, is where the applicant upload the BIM submission on the platform. I will show a demo for that. You upload the submission, and you do personal or self-assessment and checking. This has nothing to do yet anything with applying for permit. There's no permit application yet. It's just, imagine you have an online tool that offered by Dubai Municipality for you to check that your model or your submission comply with the BIM standard. So it's all self-checking. There are a few tools. I will go through some of them today where you mostly going to use to check that your submission that eventually, hopefully, you'll submit for BIM permit is complying with the application, complying with the BIM standard. The reason it's good to use this, because that will speed up the eventually, hopefully, obtaining the BIM permit, because you will address many of the issues on your own time before you send the file for the permitting engineer. So he will not repeat what you have done, all the checks yourself. That I would imagine eventually will speed up obtaining the permit. Now, let's assume now with second phase, you did your own self-checking on the BIM model quality using the platform, which again will be used by the engineers here to check your models. You're happy with the quality of your submission. Then you move the last step at your end, which is the applying for the permit for the project you are building the model for. At this stage, you need to go through Build in Dubai platform and then follow the steps as you do now in the permitting system, where you create a new application, you put all the information, you upload the 2D drawings as you do for now. But there is an additional step, because we're talking about BIM-enabled permit here, that you need to submit the BIM files that you already checked in the previous step and you are satisfied about their quality. So that's this last step on at your end. And then once the application is created and submitted, at that point, the submissions will be feasible and viewable by the permitting engineer for reviewing your submission. Of course, the permitting engineer will look at the 2D drawing as usual, but also they will evaluate or assess your BIM submission quality, so they decide if it's applicable or eligible to be given a BIM stamp. Now, probably I just reiterate one point. I said that either way, the either party, the applicant or the engineer who reviewing your submission will be using the same platform, the same tool. So there is no different tools being used in the process. Now, if we dive deep a bit in the first step, which is the phase where you building the BIM model at your end, we We could break this major phase or this phase is to sub steps or sub steps in terms of the BIM development. The first step is to, as Dr. Ali showed, that you download the standard, you get familiar with the standard, and then you download the BIM templates again from Build in Dubai website. By the way, the templates, I've been asked if the templates, you must use them or not. It's recommended to use them. It's up to you to use them or not. What is important to us is the final submission. So it's those using the template are optional as long as you guarantee the quality of the submission. We recommend using them because they contain some settings regarding exporting the required information when you export your BIM model to IFC file. So we did already the mapping for you. So we know wall will be mapped to IFC wall, column to IFC column, and so on. So there is a lot of work done for you on behalf of you to use the template. Now, once you're happy with setup, you can use a template for a new project. You start your modeling now. In the BIM authoring tool, you start adding the BIM objects to the model. At some point, you decide now you do the georeferencing, maybe at the early phase, probably. You do the georeferencing. Again, for the georeferencing, the municipality provide a service where if you give the parcel ID, you can download the real world coordinate and use them for georeferencing. So while you're building the BIM model, doing the georeferencing, you need to attach or provide the right attributes, values to the BIM objects, make sure all the required attributes are assigned correctly. Very crucial that the spaces given the right usages, again, that provided in the appendix C. So you keep doing this step 2 and 3, these steps 2 and 3 until you feel the BIM model is ready to submit, to check quality. At that point, you export to IFC and you zip the file and upload it to the platform. I just talked about the template, mentioned that they are currently supported 3 main templates for these BIM authoring tools you see on the screen. Also, we just mentioned the steps 2 and 3, saying that these steps include adding the attributes and georeferencing and exporting to IFC. This is the last step before you zip them and upload to the platform. Maybe a quick word here that try to avoid exporting BIM objects that are not required by the standard, like chair, tree, table, whatever that is maybe accessories usually added to the architectural models. Those usually, if you export to using our template, I think they will go or exported or mapped as IFC building element proxy. And there will be just extra weight on the model. They have no value in the whole process. Actually, they have a negative effect because they will increase the size. They increase the time to export to IFC file. The file size might be large. The processing time by our platform will be also taking it may take a long time. So all in all, try to stick to and advise to stick to the recommended mapping and map only the required elements. I think maybe Dr. Ali mentioned this, that we only currently require the architectural model and structural model. MAP is out of the scope. Now, when you zip the file, all the IFC file, it doesn't matter how many of them for the project you're applying for, the permit for, is to zip all the IFC file in a single zip file. And that will reduce the time to upload the file, because we know the IFC file are text files. So when you compress them, they reduce significantly in the size. So the size reduced by about 80%. And that also will make the process of uploading easier for you. It's very important to adhere to the naming convention of the file, because if you send the IFC file inside the zip file with the wrong convention, the system will flag an error and the whole upload process would fail. You may attach additional files to the zip file, but mainly we ask for the IFC files. The engineer maybe at some point might ask you to attach maybe the native file, but it's an optional at this point. There's no requirement to attach the main BIM model in its original format. Now, I need to also say something about the 2D drawings. Those are not in the part of the zip file. Those are, you upload them to, when you apply for the permit on the permit system. At that point, you upload your 2D drawings or whatever attachment you usually apply or submit or attach on the system itself. The submission for the BIM requirement is just the IFC file. Yes, so that's the key submission items in the zip file. I will now move to, I think it's just, let me just recap quickly, just to, if you take, I think it's quite useful to keep this in your mind, if you can take a mental picture, because the rest of the session, I will be hovering around all these phases. So if you, for a second, take a mental picture that what I just talked about, the couple of slides I just mentioned, are all about the BIM model development. We'll come to the rest of the steps shortly to talk about them in terms of demos. So now I'll move to the demo that maybe relate to the phase where you creating your BIM model using the BIM authoring tools, and I'll show maybe a few things you typically going to do while or before you start creating your BIM model. So let me, I think your entry point is the Built in Dubai platform. So when you log in, you would see the BIM e-checking tab here. I think I understood that maybe some user may not see it, and that because they may logged in as owner. So in that case, let us know if you have problem seeing this menu here. So you click on the BIM e-checking tab. That's your entry point for using the BIM platform from Built in Dubai. So Dr. Ali said about downloading the samples, and inside the samples, there is a folder, template folder. And in there, you can find the templates for Revit, ArchiCAD, and Bentley. And you have here some samples if you do self-training to get familiar with the standard and the platform. You may ask the technical team in your organization to download the sample, play with the technology we talk about today, part of getting familiar with the tools. So if I show you what in the sample here, so we have two projects in the sample, one for villa and one for the residential building. Now, once you have you downloaded the template from the standard, you import those in your BIM authoring tool, And maybe, as I said, you would like to do the georeferencing as a first step to make sure your building fall right on the map. So maybe I recommend doing a georeferencing before you do much of the modeling in your model. And for that scenario, in this case, you need to know the real coordinates of your plot or the parcel. Of course, I'm assuming you know your parcel ID. So to get the real coordinate for the parcel, again, you can use Built in Dubai platform. So the way you do it to get the parcel information is to go to my BIM sessions. And in here, you need to start a new session. So you need to start a new session. And you need to click on this download GIS information button. Now, this is an older interface. I will show you the version that you will see. You will see this updated version shortly, or in the next week or so. The team is updating the window where you type in your parcel ID, and then you click on the download GIS information. And when you click on this, right, from within this session you create, you will download, or you'll get the zip file. I will show you what you will get inside the zip file. So you'll download a zip file. You will download many files. They all related to the surrounding environment around the parcel. So maybe some infrastructure, some electrical details, plumbing, etc. But the one that you need for georeferencing this file is a DXF file. It's AutoCAD open standard format. And inside this file, there are the coordinate that you need for georeferencing. So you get this file, you give it the BIM modeler, and the BIM modeler will use this file to orientate the building and give the right coordinate. There will be a training video. I will show later that there are some training video, and there is one video, I think, take the user through the process of doing the georeferencing correctly. So you can always refer to that video for help if you need extra help. So back to the BIM, Built-in Dubai platform. We talked about the downloading the template. You get the template. You downloaded the GIS information, the parcel coordinate. You did the georeferencing. Now you start the modeling process. Optionally, if you do the georeferencing and you want to make sure that you done it correctly, you can come to the platform even before do much of the modeling, create a session, upload your BIM model, even if it's still in early phase, it's still baby. You can upload it to the platform, and you can view it in the BIM platform and see it on the map. So visually, you can inspect if your building or if the geolocation is correctly done in the BIM authoring tool. That gives you assurance that anything you do after this step, you are confident that your modeling is correctly geolocated. So this is a general note, basically. There is no time to say at this time you can upload and check your BIM quality, BIM model quality. At any time, 24-hour service is available to you. At any stage of the maturity of the model, you can do it. There is no strict time. As I said, because these sessions you create here is on your own time. Nobody will check those sessions and their quality. It's all on your pace. So let's say template done, the georeferencing done. Now you do the BIM modeling. When you do the BIM modeling, it may take some time to get the BIM model. The BIM model is done. it's mature. At that point, you need to move to the step that, if I go back here, the self-checking. So let's assume now you're done with the steps here. You need to move to the second step. I think I may, I don't know if Dr. Ali was still with us. It has been 1 hour.
Yes, I think, Dr. Ibrahim, maybe it's good time to have a break. If you
That's
like,
what I was
go
going
through,
to suggest that.
yes, if you wish, I will suggest that you show how to upload the IFC model, because it takes a few minutes to get ready. So during the break, it will be ready if you are going to do it this live, and then we
Yes.
make a short break.
Yes, it's still, I was just needed another 5 minutes to cover the first part of the 1 hour. Sorry, for the workshop, the first hour. So if everyone is okay, we can just take another 5 minutes to show the last demo how to upload the BIM model, and then we take a break. All right?
Yes, Dr. Ibrahim, all right.
Okay. Okay. So now you have BIM model is ready. What do you do? So let's say I have this project here. Let's assume I'm doing a villa. I have two files after I exported the IFC file from BIM authoring tool. You may have two files if you are doing the two disciplines. In some cases or some requirement, and you may have only the architectural file. Now you need to zip the file before you submit them, of course, as we said. In that case, you need to click on the file and zip them. Now, I just, let me do that here. Now I zip them, and if I, the name of the file should be only contain the first 3 parts. That's for the zip file. But if I look inside the zip file, I have the correct naming. This is the naming convention for the file inside. But for the file, zip file, only need the 3 first fields. I quickly need to bring your attention to something. Many get it wrong when they zip and submit their IFC file. They do a mistake. They stand on the folder and they zip it as a whole folder. What happened, and you do this in case, if you look inside the zip file, you see the folder itself, not the files. The top level should be the files themselves. So we need to see the files, not the folder you zip. So the correct way, as I showed, is to come here, zip the files themselves, and then you just edit the name to contain the first 3 parts. This is a valid file. Now, let's say I need now to upload this to the platform. So as I said, the entry point is to come to Build in Dubai, log in, go to my session and give name to your session. And then you click upload. You go to the folder where you have the zip file. This is the one I just now created, and I select the file. And now the file being uploaded. After being uploaded, it's the processing time will start. The processing time is a back-end or background task running. It may take time depending on the file size. It could be a few minutes to half an hour, depending how large your BIM model is. But anyway, you don't have to wait on the screen. You can close your window and come back later, visit my session, and you see the session is processing. Maybe you come, depending on the file size, you come after a while. And when it's done, it will show the status as completed or succeeded. At that point, mean everything is good and ready to start checking the quality of your BIM model using the BIM platform, and to jump from the Build in Dubai platform to the BIM platform, from Build in Dubai to BIM platform. You can click on this icon to open the BIM viewer or the front end of the BIM platform, and then you can start the self-checking of your BIM submission. I think we can pause at this point, Dr. Ali, and later, after the break, we can carry on the checking of the quality of the submission or the model, BIM model in the platform.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ibrahim. I think it's for you also, you need a break. You have been talking all about details. And okay, so now we will have a kind of 10-minute break. Please note that I asked all attendees to share with us their name, company, and the email. And if they are using already BIM on the chat, please use the break to share this information with us if you already didn't share it. And I also asked the organizer of the meeting, Mr. Faris, to allow all to open their camera because we wish actually to have one or a few screenshots for all attendees. I think it's very nice that we have almost 580 persons attending this workshop. So I don't know, Engineer Faris, is this possible to make the camera allowed for attendee? I think he will do this. He write to me on the chat in a few minutes. So let's use the time for people who don't want to have a break. If you already have any question related to the first part regarding the circular or any feedback to the standard or to what Dr. Ibrahim already shared with us, so please, you can go on the mic and ask your question. I see Engineer Muhammad Kashif. You can go on the mic, please.
Sorry, Dr. Ali, is it break or they can start question? Because I believe some of the question will be beneficial for all the others. So people will be reluctant. Shall we stay and hear the answers or shall we go for the break? I don't know. It's just a comment. I don't know.
Well, I agree. Maybe you can share your question on the chat during the break and we will answer on the chat, or we will collect the questions sent to the chat and answer them all together. So yes, I agree. We'll make it break. Actually, I was planning to have a kind of like a group picture, but I think the camera sharing is not allowed for all attendees at the moment. So let us take a break, like a few minutes. Until 11:20, we will have a break.
Thank you.
Sharing the camera is now accessible for all attendee. Let me check again. So please, if you wish to be on the picture of the group picture for the workshop today, kindly share your camera for a few seconds. Don't worry, I will inform you when I take the screenshot, so feel comfortable for a moment. Dr. Ibrahim, can you share your camera as well? Open your camera. So I will share my camera as well. So let's all try to show thumb up if you support BIM, and we will take the screenshot. If you don't like BIM, you don't support BIM, you can make it up direction. I hope all of you will support BIM. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now feel free if you wish to close your camera. So we continue. We'll come back. It was nice to see a lot of smileys and a lot of thumbs up. And it was good to test the performance of MS Team actually with this big number of attendees. So Dr. Ibrahim, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Dr. Ali, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, do you prefer that we have to accept some questions, or you prefer to go on and keep some time, at least like a 20 minutes for questions at the end?
You are the boss.
No, it's your decision.
Well, I
If
think we
you-
can. I think. Well, I think we can leave them to the end.
Okay.
Since just
Okay.
to not lose the flow.
Okay, thank you. So proceed, please.
Okay, thanks. So let me share my screen again. Is it clear?
Yes, it's
Yes.
clear.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, before we took the break, I started some demos as preparation phase where you prepare your BIM model before the self-checking. And we talked about the template, downloading the template, how to obtain the land parcel coordinates for georeferencing. And also I showed how you can, through Build in Dubai, create a BIM session and upload your BIM model just to get it ready for self-checking. So now we will continue with the demos. Now I'll assume that, or let us assume that the platform accepted your BIM model and the upload and the processing all completed successfully. There's no issue with the naming convention, and the platform didn't report any issues during the processing time. Now, at this point, you are ready to start viewing the uploaded BIM models and check their quality. So the next two demos is to show you first, before we start talking about the quality self-assessment, I will do just some quick tour in the platform. Just to remind ourselves that we done the first step. Now the two demos I will be talking about are related to working within the BIM platform. That being after you uploaded after you created the BIM session in Build in Dubai and you uploaded the file successfully. Now, so to navigate to the BIM platform, you need to do this through your BIM sessions. BIM sessions are I think they are the scope of them is bare organization now. So you can log in. Once you log in, you can view all the previous sessions and you can open them individually. So I have the one created yesterday, and the one we created today is already done here, 29 today. But I'll open one I created yesterday because the one I uploaded was the villa one, and I wanted to show maybe a more than a villa sample, the commercial in this commercial residential building. I uploaded this yesterday, so I'm ready to open it. And when I click on it, I move to the BIM platform. Let's have a quick tour in the platform. I showed during the presentation earlier today screenshots of the platform, and I said on the left side you see the tools that are available to you and to the permitting engineer, and in the rest of the window you have the 3D online viewer to view visually, inspect the BIM model you upload. So now what I see here, the federated model, if I uploaded two files or multiple files, what you see is the federated model, but this sample was only architectural model. So if I have more disciplines uploaded or multiple building under the same project, I would see all the files included under the map, under the model tab. And in the middle here, I will see the combined federated model. I think it's probably I forgot to mention this. It's best to have every discipline model in a single file, IFC file. Although you can upload one single file, IFC file that is the federated model, but maybe the better approach is to have the discipline models in separate files. If quickly say what is this middle area, the viewer, it's a typical viewer with mouse navigation, zoom in, zoom out, panning, and so on. You can do some operation on the model, filtering, taking cross sections. So you could have clipping part of the model in all direction. You can take a projection of the model, and it's whatever you usually see in any online BIM viewer. The functionality provided here is just to serve our purpose, the permit use case. So maybe other viewer have additional functionality that we don't need to have it in our platform. There are different tools here. And there will be some training video that talk about the how to use all these tools. If you want, you can refer to that video to know more about how the viewer works. For the left side, we have the control panel or the tools. By default, not all the tools are displayed or shown. We have the most commonly used, or we know they are shared between the two parties, being the applicant or whoever uploading the BIM models and the permitting engineer. Because as I said, this platform, whatever you see now on the screen, it is the same software will be used by everyone. If there are some tools are hidden, then you can come to the tab configs and you can display all the hidden tools. So we have many, as you see, many tools. Some will be mostly used, some are less used. I will just briefly talk about the key ones here. You have the model tabs or model tools that show you the uploaded file. You can click on any file downloaded. You can view it individually. So you can click on it and open in a separate window. You can see the size and so on. If they were attached to the project, there will be another area here where you'll see the attachment. This is just to reflect the files loaded to the system. The QA/QC, this is mostly will be used by the technical people who are familiar with the standard. So there will be some period in your organization where some people become specialized or understand the standard, how it works. They will follow some trainings, but at some point they need to, when they upload the model to the platform, they need to check validate if there are any critical issue with the data submitted or the information submitted as part of the BIM models. We talked about the standard and you need to comply with them and the minimum requirement, information requirement, the naming convention, etc. And Dr. Ali mentioned that there is an Excel sheet, I think appendix probably D, where there is a QA/QC checklist that manually you can refer to before you upload your model to the platform. But let's say you check that and you think everything is fine. The platform itself has a tool to go through the checklist itself when you upload the files to check that the models comply with the requirements, the information requirement. For example, if there is a space you forgot to add the usage code for, or if there are some attributes you did not provide the right format or the right value, the platform will catch those issues. So your job before this goes to the last phase where you submit a permit application, while you do the self-checking, is to come to the platform after you upload your model, come to QA, QC tab, quality assurance, quality control tab tool. You upload, you download, or you load the issues that determined or found by the platform. When you click load, it will bring all the issues that the platform think you should be reviewing or considering. This sample is created by us. So all the issues here are, if I look at the classification, are just warning. There is no critical error, but usually typically we'll see three level of errors. Information is just a message, warning, and then error and critical level.
Dr. Ibrahim, can you speed up, because I think you still have to show the automated code compliance check just to focus on other feature. We are running out of time.
Yes, but I think you're right, but I want to spend right enough time on this one because I think it will be crucial for the people uploading the file to know where they need to go first to check their issues. I think we have enough time. Don't worry about that, Dr. Ali. I will speed up next. All right. So yes, your job is to look at this area and make sure that all critical issues or all errors are sorted out. You can download this issue. You can visually inspect them. So that's the first tab or tools to visit. The next one, as Dr. Ali said, which is again very important, and this will be used by the person uploading the BIM models and the review engineer. This is now we're talking about not validating information. Now we've talked about validating or checking code rules, Dubai building code rules. This is engineering rules. So you upload the e-checking result that done by the platform during the processing time, and you will see all the rules that checked automatically by the platform. Some of them will be passed, some will be failed. As a reviewer on your own work, you need to check the one that are failed. For example, I can filter for, say, door. I can see the doors clear width. For example, the rules I have here, 358 passed, 231 failed. I can highlight the one failed and view them visually. And even I can select, go to the property tab and select a door and check. I think it's just coming. The data will come to the server now in a minute. So we'll see, you can check the width of the door and see why it's failed. Maybe you accidentally put the wrong value or didn't comply with the code requirement. So this is where all the rules will be displayed. You can filter by name, you can filter by failed passed type. Once you visit all the rules, of course, at this point, you may go back to your desk if you find there are some flagged rules that they are genuine failures. They are not just the platform did not understand that these are passed, just reported them as failed. They are genuine failures. You go back to your desk, you update the models, and then you redo the whole process again. You create a session, you upload the models, and do the self-evaluation again. One thing Dr. Ali said that you can export the result of the e-checking, not all of them, maybe some of them to BCF format. So you can exchange this with your technical team so they can import the BCF format that you download from the platform into the BIM authoring tool, and they can assess or view the issues in the BIM authoring tool itself, rather than maybe taking manually screenshots. To do that, you can tick this box. You can just select whatever rules you think they are genuine and need to be rectified, and then you export them as BCF, and that will initiate an action to zip the errors in a zip file. Its content is complied with the schema of BCF. So that is mean international standard you can use anywhere. That's on the compliance checking. Again, whatever you see here, it will be seen by the permitting engineer. So you should not skip any genuine errors, because it will be caught eventually when the permit is applied for. Of course, there might be, just to say a quick word here, that there might be some false positive reported errors. But if you check them and you know they are fine when they're checked by a human being, that is the engineers, they will know that it's no issues with them, and they will not flag any problem on that. The last tool you use as a reviewer, self-reviewer, is the building card. It's the one that you can use to check that the information, the building usages, the space usages are correct. There's no space left without usages. In here is, we say this is a building card, but really it's all the details about the building usages at the level of the building and the spaces. So you click on load space data, and you'll get all the spaces in the building, all the rooms, if we call them room or spaces. There's about 1,000 here, and you can do filters using different filters. So at any field, we have here many columns you can filter by. I will quickly filter a story. I will choose the, for example, the 4th story. And I can even color spaces using different category. I will color the spaces using usage code, and then I will isolate this floor. Click apply, and now I have the 4th floor color coded with the spaces based on their usage codes. I can even turn a flag on the config to show details of the spaces when I hover on spaces. So that's kind of a quick summary of the key attributes of the spaces. So again, this is where you can work out or check if the building has all the correct code. If you are interested in the total summary of the building card, you are confident that there is no space left without usage code, you can do a final summary or final check by downloading the zip file or the building card as accumulated data. So I think, sorry, I should click on this button, download the building card. So in here we have all the building card details. You can, if you are interested in the level of story, you can open it, and we report summary information on the building card, the build up area, bare floor, sorry, the build up area, bare floor, gross area, floor area, and so on. So maybe you come here and sum them up and check with your manual calculation to make sure that the values are the same. If you find major differences, then you may question your calculation, hand calculation, because the platform does this calculation automatically, assuming you provided good quality information. It should be the result of the automated building card should be so close to the real one when you do the correct manual calculation. So this is on the building card. There are other tabs that mostly not going to be used by you, but I would say just a quick one on the on the map. If you successfully did georeferencing, you can click on parcel map to see your parcel map, the building parcel on the map. Let me show you, because I think this is under development, so I will show it quickly in how you can validate your how you can validate that your georeferencing is correct is by coming to map tab, maps tools, and click on the parcel map. So let me show it. It's hidden by default. So this is what you should see. You have the map and you see the boundary of the parcel. If it's located in the right place, that gives you indication that your georeferencing is correct. So again, to recap, you visit model tabs to make sure the right files are uploaded, QA/QC for validation of the information, compliance checking to check the code if your project comply with the code regulations, and building card just to make sure that total areas maybe are correct compared to hand calculation. So that's on the quick tour. Yes,
Can you
Dr.
show the setbacks check, Dr. Ibrahim, since you showed the map?
Okay, setback. So there is another one called view setbacks. This will show you. I don't know if this will be used by the applicant or the engineer. Well, actually, it will be used by the engineer, but maybe the applicant can also make sure that there is no clashes between the setbacks and.
Yes.
Would you like to
You
say
showed
anything?
for the ground floor.
Okay, ground floor. Ground floor. This one?
Yes, for
Yeah.
example.
Yes. So this basically give you here a clashes summary between the boundary or the BIM objects and the setback. So the thickness of the red line here are the setback between the parcel ID and the setback. So every segment on the parcel has, in this case, different setbacks. So the engineers, when they check if there's any setback issues, they will input the setback value here and automatically check the clashes between the geometry of the building and the setback boundary. Is that sufficient, Dr. Ali?
Yes,
this?
thank you very much.
Okay, no worries. So that's self-checking. We had a tour quickly on the platform and key tools to use while doing self-assessment. I just want to say I may run quickly on some of these tools, and I understand many of you need time to absorb this information and try it themselves. We appreciate this. This is why we created help videos. The link, we can stick it in the chat. It's work in progress, but there are plenty now already that talk about different demos, basically from standard to modeling to submission to how to use the platform, tools, and so on. So by all means, maybe your technical teams can refer this while they're learning, get familiar with the standard. Again, if there's any technical question, the support team, BIM support team here will be happy to guide you if you're not sure where to find the right information to get help. Back to my overall process. Now we let's assume that you are happy with the model quality. You satisfied, no issues, QA/QC issues, rule checking, the automated rule checking you are happy with the result, although maybe some failed, but you think they are not genuine failure. Building card is fine, everything ready. At that point, you ready, I think, to go to apply. If you decide to apply for building permit, you go through the Build in Dubai website. You go through whatever process you typically do to apply for building permit. It is the same process as always. Nothing changed, except one thing is that when you upload the typical files that you usually upload, the 2D drawings attachment, you do the same thing, But if you apply for BIM permit or you have to comply with the mandate, then you need to upload the same zip file that you already checked in the previous phase as additional requirement. Now, one thing I need to emphasize here, very important, that all the uploaded documents should be in harmony. The drawings and the BIM models should be coming from the same source, BIM source. So there should be no differences, whether in time or information. That's your responsibility to ensure all in harmony or in sync. But the process, it's typical, is the same, just additional requirement for BIM models. Dr. Ali, I think we are right on time, and I think I can pause here for questions. Anyone has a question? I think we can start taking questions.
Thank you, Dr.
I've done
So
the
please,
demos.
if you
I
have
don't
a
know if there's
question-
if there's
Yes.
anything I forgot to cover, let me know. But if all good, we can move to question. Yes. I mean, anyone has question can take the mic. You hear me, Dr. Ali?
Yes, I am hearing you. Sorry, I was writing
Oh.
answer for some question on the chat. So
Okay.
please, if you have a question, go directly on the mic, raise your hand, go on the mic and make your question short. And we will try also to make the answers short, just to be on time. We will stay after 12 o'clock to answer rest of question, but we understand that some of you maybe have other meetings or something to do. So please start your questions right now.
دكتور علي يظهر انه مش قادرين يحكوا المايكات بلوكت فببعتوا انه اعطونا الاكسس للمايك.
طيب اوكي لحظة رح اعمل المايك اوب مسموح. So mics are enabled now. Please go on the mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah, my name is Shafiq. I have one doubt regarding the FFL and SSL. In the sample file, it was mentioned we have to provide FFL and SSL, but in the which elements we have to be provided in SSL? Like only the structural model? Is it okay?
I think usually the SSL, the slab level, is for the structural model. For elevation and for checking the height of the floor, the FFL is used. So when you open, if you are using, for example, a Revit template, you will see that the elevation, there are some arrangement for the elevation. And if you have any doubt when you use BIM for your first project, we will support you to specify the levels correctly. So we are using for some reason SSL and FFL.
Yeah, the sample file in it was shown in the video. Now in the video, I saw that the lift and many elements were placed in FFL only. So
well,
is it okay?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not very deep technical in this regarding this. But for some reason, there are some different best practices in different companies.
Yeah.
So we will check. We will check, and we will add more details.
Yes, please send us an email.
issues.
I think this is a very deep technical question. Please send us a question via Geo Dubai. And I think Arun, he's on the call here. He's expert in this. He will maybe myself and Dr. Ali will provide you with the detailed answer.
Can you just type that email? Can you just type that email in the chat?
Yes, I will put my email and Dr. Ali email at the end of the meeting today.
Okay, perfect, sir. I have another doubt regarding, because our buildings are high-rise towers. So what I used to do is typical floors, I will make it inside one link and I will copy paste it in the upper floors. So we have to do only one time.
Again, I think this is a technical one. It may take time to answer your question. If it's okay by you, we can answer these two questions separately in over email communication.
Yeah, no issues.
Yes, don't worry, we will answer them, but I think it's just to give a space for other to ask questions, general questions, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello, engineer. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hi, engineer. I had a question. So this model that we'll be self-checking, just wanted to know that in the compliance area, if like you showed the setback, if the setback is not complied, and if we need some exception to be taken, will that show? Like you can go for exception for this, or it is not possible at all? Does it show that as well?
Well, the setback is
Not
will
just the
show.
setback, even if it's the height or, some place where we need to go for an exception. So does
Yes.
it show in this model? Does it warn you or?
I don't understand. Maybe Engineer Adil can answer that.
I can reply to her. Okay,
Hi.
actually the system, hi, how are you? The system will show you where are the non-compliances with the regulation, but it will not take any action to tell you whether you
Of
can go
course.
with the submission
All
or
the
not.
actions will be taken in the submission, right? DM
Yes,
submission.
the engineer who's checking your model will decide whether to pass this or you have to go for a special approval. The process of reviewing your models or your submission will be the same exactly as the previous one. We will check the model as if we are checking your 2D drawings. We will write the comment on the original building permit system, and we will connect as usual to the video conference. So it's only the platform is for you to review your model to see where are the non-compliances, but no
Basically
action
only
will
for
be
the
taken.
coordinate.
Did I answer your question? Correct?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, engineer. Manish here from Arch Group.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Since we are starting our BIM submission from Jan 2024, some of our projects are already on BIM, and it is we are following our standards and in-house standard for the BIMs. And as per your if we are not using your templates, but if we are incorporating your attributes like say appendix A and B, and we are submitting in your portal, but if there is no right now IFC parameter set included in your beam standard, which earlier used to over there. So can you confirm whether those parameters are will be included in your beam standards, or like how is it?
Bro, I don't know if I understood you correctly, but the template now has the mapping settings from your BIM authoring tool. Had you started from the template we supply, it's include the mapping. Now, you can do the mapping or the settings in your template on your own template or in your own template, and do the mapping yourself and generate the IFC file that meet the requirements. Is this if you talk about something different, and I understood you?
No, I'm talking about the same, but actually, let's
Yes.
say I already started projects. It's already there. I'm not following your template currently because yeah, and there is like in earlier BIM standard which you give us over there. There was one of the means text means file was there as a IFC parameters to export setting over there. If since we there was also in means I just simplify it. Let's say we already have one project over there, and if we want to export in IFC parameters, so whether how we can do that, whether you have some settings to export in some of the IFC parameter
Well,
that way.
I think there are some settings you can import. They are not linked to the template directly, so you have the template, and you have some setting you can use them.
Yeah, but it is not currently in BIM standard right now. Whatever your BIM standards are.
I don't know if you open the template. There's under the template there are set of files. One of them is the, let's talk about, for example, Revit. There's the Revit template, and there are other text files that cover the mapping and the properties that you need to export an IFC file. Did you check those?
No, I guess I downloaded the only BIM standard. I guess I need to
Okay,
download
okay, yeah,
template and
yes,
then
yeah,
need
okay.
to take it from that.
Yes, yes, take it from there. I think if you download the standard, inside there is a folder called template. Inside the template, let's talk about, for example, if it's Revit or ArchiCAD. Inside each, there is or there are some text file that specifically configure the IFC parameters or mapping. I would recommend first consult those files. If you find there, if you then you have any question, please send us an email, because those are already, we think, cover your question.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I would love to ask a small question, please. First of all, thanks a lot for the amazing lecture and for your valuable time. But I just want to ask, we have used, let's say, AutoCAD 12 and the old methodology of applying for DM approval since 1992. And we have done such an amazing job, actually, for whether it comes to architect and structure-wise. Would I ask to what's the benefit, actually, of applying through the BIM system? What's benefit it's gonna add to, let's say, our offices or to our knowledge? May I ask this?
Yes, sure, you can ask. And I think one of those questions I have here, do you want me to answer it myself, or shall I refer you back?
Actually,
I will. Oh, okay, I will
actually, I would
answer.
love to hear it from you. Actually, I would
Yes,
love to hear it from you because, as I say,
yes,
we have used the same technique since 1992 when it comes to
yes,
Dubai municipality, and
yeah,
everything was
yes,
going amazing.
yes,
So,
yes,
what
yes,
additional thing we gonna have to ourselves while
yes,
using the BIM?
yes. It's like okay, you know, the cars are manual and automatic
Sure,
cars.
sure.
So why did they invent the automatic car? Why this driverless car now on the road? That's I'm just giving an outside
Yeah,
example,
I'm with
an
you. I'm with
analogy.
you.
Now I'll give you the specific answer, because BIM is richer in information. It doesn't only contain geometry. So the model itself contain data of two types: geometrical data, shapes, and non-geometrical data, information. And this information enrich the use cases of the BIM model. So you can use them for permitting purpose, automatic checking, like we talk about automated checking. We cannot do it with 2D drawings because the shapes in the drawing has no identity. They don't mean anything in real life. But when you have BIM model, the machine can see it as we see it in the real world. It knows this is door, this is window, so it can make all the automated checking on our behalf that ensure increased productivity, quality, and so on. So, and also for integration with digital twin, other system like GIS, all these require rich data, rich information. And the label for this, we call it BIM BIM modeling methodology. So that's the short answer. The long answer, if you need to know more, on the training video we provided the link for, there is a workshop about 2 hours. Me and Dr. Ali delivered that workshop. It talks about BIM as methodology, and it talks about why it's the next evolution of CAD and why it's important and why everyone should move to use BIM, because all the values that bring with it. Is that sufficient answer?
That's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Hello.
Hi, engineer.
Hello. I have a long list of questions, but I know we are maybe have no sufficient time, so I will just concise my questions, and then maybe later on I'm interested to engage in uh, special meeting to discuss the other questions. So my specific question here is about the integration between the municipality system, BIM system, and the other CDEs, the cloud-based CDEs like BIM 360. So is there any kind of integration between these two different solutions?
No, not at the moment. We expect to receive the IFC file to be uploaded directly to our platform at the moment.
Yeah, because usually we have a different approach when we are doing the submission and uploading the BIM deliverables. So we have like a specific type of cloud-based solutions where we submit all these files. So if there is like some kind of back-end integration between both systems, they can automatically or directly speak to each other. But again, I
maybe
yeah.
in the future, but don't
Yeah.
forget that you are doing a formal submission, and if we use any integration with any commercial tools, we
Yeah.
don't have overall control that the model will be not changed or the latest version of the model. So
I
now
see.
when you are ready to submit for the permit officially, you have to upload the file.
Okay, thank you.
Can I
Hello?
ask one quick question? Like, for example, we are the Dubai municipality need the Revit model file only, right? So
No,
is it okay?
IFC file. We don't talk
IFC file.
about
So
Revit.
what?
Not
So already you provided the template file. So what I did was I started 5 of our projects from your template for the model file, and then we are linking to another file based on our company standard to do the sheet file.
I will make it a quick answer.
Yeah,
The BIM
please.
template is something compulsory, something not necessary to be used. It is something as to make the transition for companies who don't have BIM template at all to use this template, and it is just a set of some shared parameter files and some
Very good
style
parameters.
settings. So if your company
Yeah.
is advanced BIM company and you already have your own template, you can do the job yourself by adding maybe some extra configuration or merging the shared file parameter from Dubai municipality with the shared file parameter for your project internally. And for us as Dubai municipality, at the end, we don't really care if you are using our BIM template or you are using your own template, as long as the final result of the IFC model is compatible with the standard. So this is the short
Yeah, with the
answer. And if you have any feedback or any recommendation, or you would like to invest some time on improving, as I mentioned in the beginning, the standard or the Excel files or the template, we welcome, we more than welcome. We encourage actually all to help us, because as Engineer Qurashi said at the beginning, this effort cannot be successfully if it is driven only by the government. We expect to have a collaboration with the private sector to make this all work easy and to make it simple. So please ask your technical team to analyze our BIM template, to send feedback to, and later maybe we will form some kind of groups or work group to work on improving the standard and the rule set and the template. And that's why I shared in the chat, this is maybe a good chance to invite all of attendee to participate in the Building Smart UAE chapter, which is the local chapter of Building Smart International, the organization behind the development of open BIM standard like IFC and BIM collaboration format. You can find the link on the chat. So please register your interest. And if we see that there is a big and real interest to form a kind of working group to improve the template, improve the standard, etc., we will be happy to arrange a technical workshop later with your technical teams to work together in improving the overall documentation standard tools, etc.
Just a quick question. With regards to existing projects that are currently active, and some that would obviously close at that particular point when the system is live and that's mandatory, will that impact any sort of current approvals and permitting that's in place based on an old system? And would it be mandatory that existing projects be updated to meet this particular standard for submission and any authority approvals?
No. The mandate will apply for a new project.
Only new
starting
projects
by
moving
next
from
year.
first.
Yes.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you.
Yes. I think there have been a question about if the mandatory will be in the future applied for small project like private villas. Yes, the circular mentioned it clearly that this is the first stage of the mandate, first step. Maybe in 6 months, in 1 year, I don't know, maybe the criteria for the BIM mandate will be extended. Maybe villas will be the last one, or I don't know, according to the market readiness, but I think it is the responsibility of each design company or consultant to consider moving to BIM and to evaluate using the return of invest and upskilling the current staff or thinking of hiring new generation engineers who are already familiar with BIM. So the mandate will be extended in the future, but when, I don't know.
Hello, good evening. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. I have recently started my own BIM firm. I'm a fresher in this industry. So my question is that if anyone outside Dubai has to work as a consultancy under this build in Dubai concept, so how where we have to register, or how is the process for that? Because the website is only validated inside Dubai.
Inside Emirate, the build in
Yeah.
Dubai for security reason at moment is accessible only inside United Arab Emirates, and
Okay.
the BIM mandate is only applied for Dubai municipality projects at moment, and you need to have been registered in the Dubai municipality engineering qualification system. So I think the first step maybe to learn the standard if you are thinking to move to Dubai or to work with a company in Dubai.
Okay.
Maybe things will change in the future that the site will be available for outside United Arab Emirates, if some consultancy having a kind of outsource BIM services, and they will ask these companies to check the quality of the model. But at moment, sorry, it is available only on United Arab Emirates.
Okay. Okay. So if I have to start my consultancy there, so I have to be there physically.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you have to be registered as a consultant, not as a BIM services provider.
Okay. In the DM website or building in Dubai?
Send the email, please. I don't know the
Okay.
formal workflow.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
Assalam.
alaikum. Is there any process, special process in permitting in regard BIM model for the stage after permitting, like revision for the, I will make revision for the project, I will make modification. Is there a special process for this?
I didn't get your question correctly.
For
Can
the
you repeat again?
modification in a project after permitting. After
Okay,
permitting, there is
I got it now.
is
This
there
is
any
now
process?
the BIM mandate now is applied for new project for modification or altering. Theoretically, BIM mandate will be applied. This means if you change in the design of the building, I assume Dubai municipality will ask you to re-upload an updated model. And maybe in the future, we will ask the contractors to take the responsibility of modifying the BIM model to match the as-built model. So today focus was only on the consultant and on the design phase and the permit phase. But for sure, this BIM model should be updated when the owner or the designer of the model make any change, and he apply for Dubai municipality to approve the changes to make a modification. So I think the modification service will ask you to upload a new model, updated model.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I want to add to Engineer Ali. If your project is submitted previously on a conventional 2D way, we will not ask you to do your modifications
for
on
a
a
new
BIM
project,
platform.
for a new
But
project.
for any new project submitted on BIM platform, you have to either to do the modifications on BIM platform.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Mohammad Kashif from Design and Architecture Bureau. I work here in Dubai since 1 year and working on BIM-based projects. My question is regarding the modeling and the extraction of sheets. We generally structure, we have generally structure model separate and our architecture separate. We link the structure model in our architecture model to have a set of sheets to extract. So how it will be for the submission? We have to link architecture with the structure and bind, then extract the IFC. a combined model, or the link will be fine?
You can upload federated model. This means you can upload the architectural model as one IFC model, and you upload the structural model as another unseparated BIM model. And I think you can also merge both model and upload one federated model. Both are supported.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sir, again, Shafiq from Next Engineering. Regarding the
Hello?
family classification, it was shown that we have some discrepancy as per the naming convention for the families. For we have some same type of doors. We have same type of the door with different sizes. But as per the Dubai standard, if we make it like that, there will be different family category instead of family type. Like for example,
Yes, I got your question. Actually, the recommended abbreviation for family name in the Dubai BIM standard is just a recommendation, and we
okay.
don't use at moment this family name in our tools, because at the end maybe the model will coming from ArchiCAD or will coming from other software. So the family name abbreviation is not mandatory. It is just a recommendation. We are trying to find a way to harmonize
Practice, yeah.
these things in Dubai, but it's not
Yeah, okay.
recommendation, not
Yeah,
necessary
no
now.
issue, sir. No issue, sir. Thank you. And we are not focusing on the sheets, right? Just for the confirmation only. We will upload only the IFC file, model file.
Yes, yes. And in the template, when you open the template, you will see that we did our best to
Yeah,
expose
perfect. Good
the
one. Yeah.
required information as a sheet in the Revit file. So, but if you have, for sure, you will have more sheet and more schedules. I think they called schedule in Revit. So,
Yeah, schedules.
you have maybe to consider our schedules, but you can use your own schedule. And we have an export configuration file, which ensure that you are exporting only what we are looking for. So you don't have to include additional information which are not necessary for the building permit.
Yeah, I don't think this is good because all our projects are starting with our company name. This is like, but in our BIM, in our all the family names, everything, it's not mentioned anything. So I don't know it will be affected.
Well, okay, give it a try. And if you have any difficulties, contact us. We will review the issue together.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Yes, so based on my understanding, Dubai municipality requires to have all the federated model in IFC. It's not separated files, right?
No, the opposite way. You can have this architectural model as a separated model, and you can have the structural model as another separated model. Both model will be merged together inside the BIM viewer, and they will be seen as one federated model. And the rules will be applied on both models at the same time. So if you have, for example, some rules which are related to architectural and structural model at the same time, the rule validation will happen on the federated model.
Okay, so you only require the architecture and structure, not other discipline?
At the moment, not other discipline. Maybe in the future, the MAB will be mandated for certain type of a project. But we understand that most of companies, even of companies who are using BIM since long time, they still prefer to use CAD for MAB because it's very like difficult work to have an exact 3D model for all MAB arrangement. But in the future, we hope to see that the adoption of BIM will be increased and that people will move to using BIM for MAP and other disciplines as well.
Thank you.
Hi. Hello. Yeah, this is Azam here. Uh, Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, this was my question, and you already answered that the submission is required for only architectural and structural. But I have another question. What about if I have the bigger project, for example, the high-rise buildings, and to maintain the file size, we segregated the models into multiple files. So how what I mean, how the submission is required? We will export IFC, linking all the files together as a one file, and the multiple files can be exported as IFC, and we can do the submission.
Well, this is a technical question. Shortly, yes, actually, theoretically, you can divide your model to smaller part, and when you upload all these model, they will be merged together inside one database for checking rules, and they will be merged together inside the BIM viewer. Maybe extracting the building card will be a challenge for us, but we will consider when you come to the point that you have very huge project, which cannot be exported as one model. We can work together to find a way how to deal with it.
Because
But at
in
the
the
moment,
first,
Dr. Ibrahim shared this, I think, 38 tower building, and it was we were capable of dealing with it as one model.
yeah, we have the projects like we have 2 towers and the combined podium, basements, and ground floor. So we kept it usually that we divided the project into 3 model files, like building 1, building 2, and building 3, and that's how our files are. So
As I said, contact us if you
Yeah.
have any difficulties, and we can work together to solve the performance issue.
Fine, thank you.
Hello, is this building mandate is applicable for all authorities?
At the moment, only for Dubai municipality. I have to say that the BIM standard and the BIM platform was developed in collaboration with Tarakhis and DDA, but each building regulation authority, maybe they have their own agenda or priorities or like ideas about when BIM should be applied for which kind of project and a certain time plan. So our workshop and our circular, which we mentioned today, is only for Dubai municipality. You can expect in the future that other building regulation will follow Dubai municipality sooner or later, or it's up to them. So we limit ourselves today for Dubai municipality project.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I have one question regarding the file size for.
Can you raise your voice? It's not clear.
Sorry, regarding the file size, IFC, you mentioned that maximum file size limit is 200 MB. If you are merging the architectural and structural, sometimes it will go beyond that.
We said actually 200 megabyte for the upload size, but the IFC model will be like 500, 600. I don't know. We don't have a limitation because at the end, the automated code compliance check can work offline, and it can provide you with the result even without opening the online viewer. And we will provide our building permit engineer with desktop viewers to view huge model. So don't worry about the size. When you come up with a very huge model and you follow up the recommendation for including only necessary information, I don't think you will come up with this problem unless you are designing another Burj Khalifa or very huge, really very huge model.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for your answer. Another one question regarding this BIM execution plan. Any concerns for the DM approvals apart from the IFC model submissions?
I think Engineer Hadil already answered. If you are planning to apply for any exception, so the result of the BIM checker will be seen only as information, and then you have to apply for exception regarding setbacks or any other exceptions. So you have to follow the exception workflow. At the moment, the result of the BIM checker will not block the application and will not cause any delay, we hope. So for exceptions, you have to follow the common standard or the common process to apply for an exception and pay for that exception and get approval.
Okay, actually, I asked for the BP documents. For the projects, we will prepare the project BIM execution plan. So is that any approval
BIM
required
execution
from...
plan, you mean? BIM execution plan.
BIM execution
Okay.
plan.
Okay, the BIM standard don't include a BIM execution plan template at moment. So for your project, I assume if you are doing BIM correctly, so for sure for each project you will have a different BIM execution plan. We recommend actually you to attach the Dubai municipality requirement as additional requirement on your BIM execution plan. But you know, BIM execution plan meant to deal with the whole stages of the project. We focus at the moment only on the building permit point of view.
Only for the models, not for the
Yes,
topology.
we hope in the future to
Okay.
to publish some recommended BIM execution plan according to the standard as well.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Do we have any further questions?
Yes. Can you please share the email address so that we can ask doubts or anything?
I think I shared the email address on the chat for formal support for Built in Dubai in general. You can use, I will write it right now, geodubai@dmgov.ae. Dr. Ibrahim, can you share your email and on the chat?
I did it already, Dr. Ali. So
Okay.
I will
I'm
put it
sharing
again,
my email again on the chat. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Just I have a question regarding the level of the submission. So the IFC model, it will be required for final building permit only as application type, or it
Yes.
can be also submitted within maybe preliminary submission or any other type of submission.
I think that the necessary one is the final building permit. We are integrating our BIM tools with the final, but as Dr. Ibrahim mentioned at the beginning, the use of the BIM services can happen in a very early stage, even before you plan to submit your model. So if you have your primary design already finished and you wish to, for example, to check that the setback, you can do this. And if you wish that the engineers in Dubai municipality can review your model inside the BIM viewer to see the design concept, if your design concept needs some kind of a special improvement, you will be capable of sharing the link or the project number or the BIM session ID with the permit engineers so they will understand your design in better way. But formally, I think the BIM submission is mandatory for the final submission. This will change maybe in the future. We allow you also to submit the BIM model for preliminary. So it's work in progress, this integration at the moment.
Okay, other questions, just quick. We have some projects have phases. Yeah, this project is divided to phases, like sometime compound villas, sometimes towers. So how we can provide? We have to submit for 2 phases or a complete project, or have to submit phase by phase.
I don't know, Engineer Hatib, can you answer this?
Yeah, and I don't know. There's no relation between the phasing and the submission. Submission is considering the building itself. Phasing is another issue.
I know, but
So
as a model, we submit for whole phases or for phase one as a permit.
actually, we've never considered that at the moment because this is an
No, I
advanced
mean,
question.
if I may
So
intervene, Hadil,
yes,
هلا if you are, if from the beginning أنت you already know the phases that you're going to submit for, you open the first project and call it phase one and submit the model for phase one, if you want. Then when you submit for phase two, you submit the model for phase two.
or you mean the same building is on phases?
Same building,
same buil-
sometimes phase
same bu-
buildings, sometimes different buildings.
Yeah, this is a very special case, my dear.
Especially in hotels.
Yeah, this is a very, very, very special case, and rarely it happens. So we may deal with this one as a special case, and we may consider the 2D drawings at that time or the 3. So yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, okay.
Everything
Thank you
at
so
a time.
much.
At a time.
Thank you.
As per usual submission for any permit, previously we was submit and we will, the DM engineer architect will review the submittal. Then they will give us comment. After that, will give us 3 days for resubmitting, revise and resubmitting. Correct? With Revit or with the BIM submission, I think we need more days to rectify the comments and resubmit the model. So it will be the period of resubmitting. It will stay 3 days or will extend it. This is, I think, permitting issue.
Well, I don't know if I understood your question correctly, but I think this should be easier for you because now whenever you change one thing, it will be directly changed
Correct.
in all the other drawings. So it should not, on the contrary, and it should take you less time.
By our experience by Revit and our 3D model, it will take more time because there is many yani more people working in one model at the same time. So for coordination and finalize the work in the central file, this need time more than the
Okay,
usual time.
We can start, and once we will see, we will evaluate the whole process.
Yes,
Yani after we
exactly.
start applying, we can re-evaluate the whole thing.
If we find that those projects are, we believe that it should take less time on 3D model, but if we find that there are those projects are taking more time to be submitted,
Yes.
with or more than 3 days, we can consider that and discuss it with the
Okay.
management.
Okay.
So I think we come somehow to the end of the workshop if there's no further urgent questions.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. Thanks for the seminar. I actually had one question regarding, I'm going through the files that you've said, like you had on the link. So right now I've opened the shared parameters file and I've also checked with the Excel file to see if they collate. There are a few items missing from the shared parameters file. So is there going to be an updated version that we can expect soon?
Yes. As I said, maybe it is like maybe we didn't upload the latest version, or maybe there are some out of synchronization. So
well,
don't
Dr.
worry
Ali,
about it.
they might be out of sync, but there might be a reason for that. I think we don't need to assume that they are not in sync. So ideally, if you send us an email with the issue, we can get back to you to say, yes, they are not in sync or they need to be updated, or no, there's another reason and we explain it.
Right. Just like for an example,
I know this is a very technical question, and I think if we go now, I would say, please, if it's this kind of question,
right,
the best way to communicate it is through Geo Dubai, and I assure you'll get the answer in a day or two max.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we'll send an email across then.
Yes, please.
I
All
think
this
we can
kind of
explain
technical
the
question.
reason, Dr. Ibrahim, just to make it more clear. We are updating our set of rules almost daily. So we are adding and removing and renaming some parameter almost every day. And that's why sometimes it's difficult to keep the Revit shared parameter synchronized. And as I said, all BIM templates are not really officially something that ensure that you will fulfill the standards. So it's your responsibility maybe to look at the officially Excel file. They are more formal and officially published with the standard itself. But anything related to Revit or ArchiCAD or the commercial software, it is the responsibility of the vendor and the companies and the consultant to ensure how to use them. And maybe in the future, Revit in the next version or ArchiCAD in the next version, they will change, they will broke some things. So we cannot, as Dubai municipality, ensure that we are providing a BIM template which is 100% safe and ready and compatible with the standard. But again, when you face any technical issue, share it with us. We will study it and update our standard and correct any error or any missing information will be added.
All right, so I'll take the Excel file as the main reference file then. All right,
yes.
Thank you
Yes,
very
the
much.
Excel file is the main reference. The template is supplementary and just for on your as a recommendation. So it's if you have a different way of doing it and you sure the final submission will meet the Excel sheet requirement, the attribute requirement, that will be our ultimate goal.
All right. Yeah, that clears quite things a few things up. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Have a nice day. Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Just one question only. If the BIM model does not comply with DM requirements and we have submitted building permit application, okay, could you provide us a conditional approval and we will complete the BIM later stage?
I cannot answer for the permitting engineer, but if it's not final application and
Actually, we don't want to stop the projects because of the BIM modeling.
So if I cannot speak for the engineer, but if it's not final application, I don't see a reason why they may have a quick look and say it's not ready. But if you assure or you say on the final submission for the final permit, all the issues will be addressed, and they don't mind having these early developed models as BIM submission. I mean,
it may take some time to complete this BIM modeling, and
understand.
meantime
I understand.
you have to save the time.
Yes, as long as it's conditional permit, I think. Again, I'm not so familiar with the formal
Please,
process,
I'm requesting this for your attention.
But if it's difficult to create a final model and meet the quality requirement, anyway, before I think they give the BIM stamp on a permit, they need to tick all the boxes. So, so probably yes and no, the answer. As long as it's maybe completed to satisfactory level when you apply for the conditional permit, there might be no issue with that.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yeah, and first I would like to say thank you for the good workshop. But my question is regarding the submission wise actually. So when we will start in the beginning of the new year with the submission through Build in Dubai for BIM projects, and now we are talking about the architectural and structural BIM models. Regarding the MEP and other authorities, when we submit usually for final new building, we make a combination for all the design. So how it will be for the other MEP and sections like DCD or Tisalat or the other, we will remain as the DWF as usual in the same platform. I mean, this is the first question. And what kind of output of the approval? It will be as a link or PDF or only NOC, or what kind of output of the approvals?
Okay, can I answer this, Dr. Ibrahim?
Please, by all means.
Yes, for the NOC, nothing changed. So you have to follow the same standard, the same requirement for civil defense, for RTA, for DIWA. As we mentioned many times, you have to provide the 2D submissions, drawing as PDF or DWF as usual. So nothing will be changed. For the how you will get the permit, you will get the permit as usual, as according
BPS
to your
system. BPS
yes,
system.
in the BPS system of Dubai municipality. If your model was BIM, if your project was BIM mandated and you follow up the BIM standard and you reach the level that you apply the BIM standard, an additional stamp will add it to the building permit document, which identify your project as a BIM project. And as we mentioned in the beginning, this will give you a kind of advantage or additional point in the evaluation of your company.
Okay. So the difference will be on the stamp to give the indication of BIM, on the stamp of the drawing. Okay.
Stamp of
Thank you very
the
much.
building permit, not the drawing. Or maybe the drawing, but anyway, there will be a different to identify that this is a BIM
Because
project.
usually you use the same stamp in the building permit and the drawings. usual.
Yes, maybe it will be the same, or we'll add the BIM icon or BIM logo to all stump.
Understood. Okay, thank you
In
very
the
much.
future, by the way, in the future, we are working with other NOC authorities to support the checking of some of the rules, and we already added in our database some rules related to the fire safety, or some rules related to checking civil defense requirement, or maybe the level gate, for example, for RTA. So we expect if NOC authorities worked with us together, so the number of rules and the value of adding or using BIM for NOC will be more valuable in the future. And maybe in the future, they will ask to review the BIM model from their side. At moment, the review of the BIM model done only inside Dubai municipality, but the built-in Dubai environment have the possibility to share the BIM model with NOC authorities. So you could expect in the future, when BIM become as business as usual, that some civil defense engineers or RTA or DIWA will be interested to review the design and the model in their from their side.
Yeah, I hope so, actually. Yeah. Thank you, engineer.
You're welcome. Okay, so I think we spent more than half an hour answering additional question. If you have any further question, please use geodubai at dm.gov.ai or use our email. And we hope that this workshop was give you insight and enough information to start to prepare yourself and your staff to use BIM in your project. We are open for any collaboration and for any feedback, and hope to see you in another similar event. Please be sure before you leave, if you didn't do yet, to share your information, email and name, company, and if you are already using BIM, this information will help us to make assessment of the readiness of the market, and we will add your emails to our invitation mail list for the future. Dr. Ibrahim, if you want to say final words, I don't know, maybe Qurashi already left, Engineer Qurashi, so we'll please say final word and sum up the workshop from your side.
Yes, I think you covered everything. All I say is thank you for their attendance, everyone with us today, and hopefully we'll arrange for more training in the future as it needs or as needed. That's it, Dr. Ali. So we can now close the meeting. If Qurashi with us, he can close out the meeting. If not, I thank everyone for joining us today and enjoy your day.
Thank you, Dr. Ibrahim. Regarding the recording, will be published on the Build in Dubai or on the website of YouTube on the channel of Building Smart UAE. I already shared the link, and again, I invite you to register your interest in Building Smart UAE. Thank you all and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.